my first initial interest in music came from my parents.
We never actively pushed Lauren or her sister Alana into music.
They raised me and my sister on every kind of music. Actually, we were just talking about Yanni. We went to see Yanni concerts.
We've always had musical instruments in the house, a drum kit in the basement, amplifiers, lots of different kinds of guitars.
When we were really young, I think I was about 8 years old, and I fell in love with a fiddle player that he had on stage with him. Her name was Karen Briggs. I just loved her, and so I think watching her play the violin, I just got really into it.
So I'd like to think it was kind of an osmosis thing, but what's interesting is that both Alana and Lauren have taken it to a whole new level. They can actually read music.
I do also play a few other instruments. I've dabbled with guitar. I do play bass guitar. I had a little band, a ska band that used to play around in Niagara for a while. We were called Nobody's Home. And I played the bass. We had a drummer / singer. We had a bass, guitar, and also saxophone.
And you played Scene one year too.
Yeah, we got into the Scene Festival 2010, I believe. Yeah. Actually, we did that twice. 2009 and 2010, I think.
Celtic music is kind of an interesting subculture. It's smaller than blues, so there's not a lot of people who are really interested in it.
Yeah, I actually started playing classically first, and then a good friend of mine told me about this sort of Celtic music college week up in Goderich every year. So I went to that just to check it out. I just started getting into Celtic music, and my dad came with me the first year just to bring me along, and then found out he actually quite liked the music, sitting in on some of the concerts and stuff.
I had an interest in the music, and I took my guitar, but I didn't attend any of the workshops through the week. But when I saw what was going on and I had an interest in Celtic music, I thought, well, this is a great opportunity. So the next year, that's when I really started to get into it.
It's called the Goderich Celtic Roots Festival. So that's kind of got him into it, and then we started playing together.
I think we played for family a few times. I can remember
Christmas parties and different things we played for family.
And then at some point we realized that we had enough material to actually go out and play a gig in a pub somewhere.
So the song that we played today came from a fiddler by the name of Oliver Schroer, and he was a fantastic man. He had groups of children that he would teach the fiddle to, and they had a fun thing called random acts of violins, they would call it. So he'd dress his kids up in crazy wild outfits and wacky colors, and they'd go around the streets of Toronto and they'd just play randomly, or they'd get on a subway and then they'd bust out their violins and start playing. So he was a lot of fun, and so many people were so inspired by him. He wrote tons of music. He was really prolific in writing. And so he ended up passing away recently. I think it was 2008 or 9 from leukemia. So there's something called the Orange Ribbon Campaign, and his favorite color was orange. He loved orange. So every time you learn a song from his, you're supposed to tie a little orange ribbon on the end of your fiddle, and then you teach. So you learn the song and you teach it to somebody else.
So that's why we thought that might be a really nice song for this event.